Thank you. Yeah, we're lagging. Me on?
So, a lot of you, know Tony because he's out front when you come to the events. But, we don't see what happens when we leave here. And Tony has been thorough and consistent for all 5.5 years to let all of his coworkers subtly know that his wife has a side business. And every now and then he'll let it slip that he has one. But the reason why he does that is because it's against corporate rules, right, to share that you have a business. So if any of you have somebody that is tethered to your business, then take a few moves from Tony and just know that you could say, oh, I'd love for you to talk to my wife. Oh, I want to talk to my wife about her business. And then it gets him out of the equation and he doesn't get in trouble from his corporate office. And so he has sponsored, technically it looks like I sponsored, if we talk to the corporate management, but he's sponsored a few brand partners from people that he's worked with over the years, and he's also sponsored several customers. So anyway, just give Tony a round of applause.
Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm like, well, maybe I'll probably don't even need a mic. But anyway, I'll try to keep it down low here so I don't yell. But no, Jen's absolutely correct. In fact, it kind of helps me, out there, especially for guys. And I remember, when we first started this business, a lot of us, I remember Mike and, a lot of other guys, and how uncomfortable it is to come up and talk to a woman, right? How kind of, intimidating it may be for women. So, hey, how creepy is it to say, hey, I want to talk to you about skincare? Like, really? A guy's going to come up to me, a woman, and talk about skincare? So Jen's absolutely right. It's a lot easier, when I'm talking to somebody, at work who's a woman. I said, hey, let me, introduce you to my wife who's doing this thing. And it kind of allows me to kind of step aside from it and not get in trouble with the corporate, because she's exactly right. It's, kind of a conflict of interest, because a lot of our brand partners, what's funny is that at a place I work at a place called Alliance Data. And our clients, they call them brand partners. That was so fun. I'm like, oh, I already know brand partners, so I know I'll be able to say brand partners, because everybody keeps saying clients. Everyone's like, oh, no, we can't say they're our clients, they're our brand partners. And they were like, they said, hey, Tony's really picked up on this brand partner. Oh, his brand partner. So if you only knew, what's going on. But thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. So I get to talk to you about our products here today. And hopefully I do this right, because last time I told you this as a look at that. All right. So look better with Nerium, right? So first we'll start out with our night, day, and our eye serum. First, let's focus on the night. We're all, been in this business here for a while now. It's for me to go over and talk about things you already know about. So I think it's really important that I kind of focus on testimonies, right, about the products. And so first we have the night cream. We started out with only the night cream. And one of the things I want to tell you about as far as my testimony regarding the night cream is this. Before we had the night cream, I would stop every morning, on my way to work. I'd stop at Quick Trip, and I would get a low-calorie, low-fat donut, and I get my low-calorie, low-fat coffee drink, as well with that. And I would also grab a handful of napkins. All right, because the problem I had was, unfortunately enough, it's kind of like my ethnicity as well. It seemed like really oily skin, really, really oily skin, and it would be to the point where I would use those napkins. I was working at UMB at the time as vice president over the consumer banking industry piece of it, and would do anywhere from 2 to 3 meetings, every day. All right, I would have to come up, sometime or other, present something. And so, knowing that, I would go over, and get ready. I'd get my napkins ready, and I would, blot my head and make sure, because I don't want to look like I'm first sweating, because it's going to look like, oh, wow, he's nervous, and look at him sweat, that kind of thing. You always hear that commercial, don't let them see you sweat, Well, that was me. I was like, okay, I need to make sure and have all these napkins ready and, blotch it and get it ready. Because I didn't want to appear that way. So it was really, really, I was really conscious about that. All right. And so I think what really helped doing this was that it evened out that oiliness from my skin. Where I didn't have to worry. I was so worried about that. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry about grabbing the whole set up, because I remember, I'd get in the car and Jim would say, oh, I need to get a napkin. And it would be like this stack of napkins not that high in the glove box. Now it's just habit just to have napkins now in the glove box. But anyway, now I don't need those to blotch my head and face anymore. Because I remember I would wipe it off and just see all that oil, all that napkin. But now, thanks to the night cream that I use, very, very regularly, it helps me with that. And so that's one thing I think has really improved my skin in that area, first and foremost. Now, with the day cream, I love the day cream as well. I was like, when I shaved, who guys, all the guys in here, when you shaved, used to use the aftershave lotion, with the alcohol, it was just dry you up so bad it would burn. And I always think of was it Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone? It's like, oh, yeah, because it was that bad. And so I used the day cream, for shaving. It helps with that so much. Then we have the eye serum. I think one of the things, well, let me ask you this. Because we're all talking about, when we talk to people, we talk about our testimony, but other testimonies, right? So here, if you can, does anyone have any testimonies, whether it be with the day cream or the eye serum? Does anybody have any testimonies they want to share? Yeah, Mary? Here, let me look at you.
I had extremely puffy eyes. And my left eye is still puffy, but my right eye is perfect. Left eye is much better. So, yes. And also the angry levels.
Great. Anyone else? Yeah.
I put eye serum on one eye of somebody who was a prospect and had attended a market party. And the next morning, she could still see the difference. She became a brand partner.
Awesome.
So I cried one night really hard, and my eye was so puffy. And next day, I had to go to a meeting, and I didn't know what to do because it was obvious I cried. So I put the eye serum, and it was like an hour later, it just gone. And I thought, oh, this is great. I'm going to do that if I cry at night.
I think, Jen mentioned earlier, this is a great opportunity, for those of you who are, kind of worried about Facebook Live. Man, what a great opportunity to do Facebook Live, when somebody gives their testimony like that. Because, again, it's all about, someone else sharing how well it has impacted them, right? It's not all about, you and here's what it's done for me. Of course, everybody's going to be thinking, like, well, of course you're going to say a lot of great stuff about it. You're, in this business. You want to, prop it up and give all the, accolades from it. But don't take it from me. Take it from, Mary. Take it from someone who can share what has worked for them with that particular product, right? Because, again, you can't be I always say, you can't be a prophet in your own town. So you have these other people to help you, really share how great this product is. All these products do such amazing things for so many, problem areas, whether it be your face, your body, and later we're going to talk about, how we look to improve the inside, as well. So there we have the night, we have the day, and we have the eye serum. else want to share any testimonies that kind of stands out for you, whether it be or it could be night cream as well, but night cream, day cream, or eye serum? Anybody else? Yeah, go ahead.
The night cream has definitely changed my face. I'm now 60, but I'm still using the oil of leg on my life. I don't know if everybody knows what oil of leg is. And my family, we started getting those little lines around the lips, and I talked to different friends about Nerium, those products that are supposed to make those lips different. That didn't work. So when I found the night cream and just consistently using it made a huge difference in our mouth.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I have a testimony about the day cream. I've been a consistent user of night and day, when the day came out. And due to mismanaging my shipment, and also because my son started using it, I had run out of day cream. And so it was going to be like at least 3 weeks, almost a month before I got my next shipment. And so I thought, I'll do a little experiment, just go by the grocery store, department store, best, most expensive moisturizer, day cream. And I did my normal routine. And then when I went to put on the makeup, I use makeup brushes, and so I apply my liquid and then just kind of do this to blend it in. And I went to do this, and it just went, it just stopped, and I had these splotches of makeup all over my face. Could not get it to even out. I was rubbing on my skin and making it look really bad. And even worse, it had this really heavy perfume. And I walked around all day, and I said, I smell like an old woman at a nursing home. And it just bothered me, and I just had this feeling. And so I kept using it until my shipment came in, and then I did a Facebook post, and I said, hey, I'm not going to badmouth the other product. And just how awful it was, and I had become so used to having the quality of Nerium, and I said, so anybody who wants to sample the full set, let me know. And I got a ton of people private messaging me on that. But it was a good, experiment that I'd done that, so I had that actual information to share with people.
Great. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. I think that's, again, everybody, can hopefully remember that and know that, hey, let me share something that, happened to one of my friends here. Be able to share that. Go ahead.
I just want to tell you that I've been swimming with a friend every morning, and she has never asked about my business, and I never shared it with her, but we swim it every day. So we're starting to get closer, and we decided to go out to dinner. And so her and her husband sat across from my husband and and they knew we were high school sweethearts, so we were about the same age. And I don't know if you know my husband or not, but he looks like he's in his 60s. And he just does. And
he does.
Has for about 10 or 15 years, just because he's got the white hair. And anyway. So when they left, she told me the next morning, my husband kept raving about your skin. Like, there's no way you're the same age as your husband. I said, well, he's way older. And she said, no, seriously, I need to try the stuff that you sell. And so she's sampling, and I do have a before and after picture, which I'd be glad to share with you. But they're both in their 50s, early 50s, and she had the most remarkable before and after picture in 5 minutes on the eye serum that I've ever seen. And she's been using Mary Kay for probably 20 years. So she wants it, but she's got to think about it.
Awesome. Cool. Anyone else?
I have a quick one.
Great.
I just stopped at a coffee shop by our house
On the way here, and, I just talked to everybody, and there was a really great lady in there. She had really dark circles under her eyes, so I always carry eye serum and the patches with me, and I thought the patches would really probably be more effective for her. And so I just said, hey, I gift 2 people a day, and it's your lucky day. And I gave her the card, the eye patch card, and the eye patch, and I said, and we just got to talking, and she's got twins, and they're 19. I go, oh, I have 2 boys. They're not twins, but they're 30 and 28. And she goes, no way. And I go, yeah. She goes, well, how old are you? I go, well, I'm 62. And she goes, no way. She goes, give me that stuff.
it's so funny that, Jen and I will be sitting down and we'll be watching our, weekly, TV crack, on some of our shows. And ever since, I started with Nerium. Before Nerium, didn't even come into my thought. Would never think about that looking at somebody. But who here can relate that now when you're watching, whether it be any kind of television, whether it be a show, anything, I'm like going, oh man, that person is Nerium. Right? Can I get an amen on that?
The news people.
Right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Awesome. Go ahead.
I was a lifeguard when I was young, for many years. And now it's 27, 28 years ago, it all came back to haunt me, and I started having a lot of sun damage. We'll call it sun damage. Keep it legal. And from that point on, every 3 months for 25 years, I had anywhere from 5 to 20 sun-damaged areas of my face frozen off. I went through 3 complete facial chemical peels, which are hell, and over that period of time. And so I had 14 removed less than 30 days before I started Nerium. And that was the first time I ever tried a product. I never tried a product before the day I started. I started, of course, when I was over here with night cream. I have not had, in 4 and almost 5 years, I've not had a single one. Not one.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. And that's not a great testimony. I don't know what is right there. Because a lot of us in here can relate, especially those of us, in that generation where it was sun worshiping was the thing, for sure. Heck, I can, my mom, oh my goodness, I can, as a kid, I remember my mom laying out, and she would make this concoction, baby oil, Crisco. People just get in Crisco, and I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm getting ready to go lay out, and then she would have the whole foil, it was just, and now, of course, looking at her now, you can tell that did a lot of damage to her skin, and I think, probably every one here has probably come across, asking somebody, when we talk to them about, hey, we've got this really great product, and I hope, it just kills me when I hear said, oh, I'm beyond that, I'm beyond help, oh, I'm too old now, I ain't got to worry about that, now I ain't got to worry about my looks. They're lying to you, because they do care about their looks. Even, just like yesterday, my mom and I, when we went out, we were at the theaters, and we passed in, because sometimes you see those big mirrors, at the theaters. She walked past, she stopped, she goes, oh my gosh, look at I'm going bald, and, So, that tells you that no matter what age a person is, they are conscious about how they look, all right? And we have got, the products that help them in so many areas. So, don't take, we always talk about, don't take no as a solid no, just not from, not right now, but keep on. All right, so thank you very much, guys, for sharing the testimonies. I think, that you can relate to a lot of what some people here said. Maybe you take some notes so it comes up again and says, well, how's this going to help me? Well, let me tell you something. I have a friend of mine, and you can share that testimony, along with that. Because, again, it's not, what you say, it's more what somebody else has said about it, right? Okay. So now we have the hydrogel patches, which, as you can probably tell, I'm wearing right now. All right. One of the things that I like this hydrogel patch, because obviously, especially knowing that I take them to work with me. What I have to know, each month we have our department meetings. All right. Every quarter we have an all-associate meeting. All right. And I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I'm not afraid to get up on stage and have a mic in my hand. All right? And, of course, my work, they love that about me. Because they're always saying, like, hey, Tony, we want you to do this. Hey, hey, who can do this or who can do that? And, hey, we can get Tony to do it. I'm kind of like the Mikey of the kids cereal. Hey, Mike will get it. He'll eat anything. Well, Tony will get up on stage. He'll do anything on stage. You remember Mike, and he'll get up there. All right, because I just like to have fun. That's all. That's all I'm about. It's having fun. And laugh at yourself. You gotta laugh at yourself. So here just recently, they'd asked me to get up and sing. You guys remember that? I don't know if you guys remember "Achy Breaky Heart." That song. Well, they redid the words to like Alliance Data stuff, and so they were going to have everybody kind of like put the words up and everybody sing it, and then this guy is a good friend of mine. He goes, "Well, why have everybody try and sing it? Where not very many people sing it. Why don't we just have somebody sing it like Tony? Get up there and you can do karaoke to it." I'm like, what? So now I was like, okay, well, this was like 3 days before. All right. So now I'm like, I have to try and learn these words, and I have to remember how that achy breaky heart goes. I know the whole the chorus to it. Oh, yeah, I know that stuff, but now I have to sing these new words to it. So anyway, long story short, before that time, I said, all right, let me put some of these patches on my face. One of the reasons for that for me, again, I don't know if it's my ethnicity or not, but I seem to have like really dark, circles under my eyes, or it would be like puffy, underneath my eyes. And Jen had told me, what did she say here? She said something about how it looked. I can't remember. Was it speed bump or? I can't remember. I can't remember what she said, how that looked. I thought I wrote it down here, but darn it. But I didn't care who saw me, with these patches on. I didn't care. All right. The main reason is because if they saw me with them on, they're going to look like this is, what is that? And I didn't care if they saw me. If you know what I'm talking about. I didn't mind that thing because later on, of course, people were like, what did you have on before? And I was, this is great stuff. Let me tell you about it. And I would sneak that in. My wife's got this, business on the side, so let me tell you about it. It's really cool. And of course, a lot of people that would say that to me. One, I noticed they would have dark circles under their eyes, so it would be like really puffy. I had one girl, she's like, oh my gosh, I feel like when someone's looking, she wore glasses a lot. Or not a lot, she wears glasses. Not a lot, but she wears glasses. So it's like every time I take my glasses off, I look like I've been crying. The way it looks underneath my eyes. This would be really great. And so, at any rate, so that was one of the reasons why I, wanted to make sure that they see me wear that. Because it does make it, there it is, I did write it down. Luggage under my eyes. It was luggage. It does make a big difference. So I didn't want to look, tired and look like I stayed up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning the day before. Those patches really helped in that area. And like I said, I didn't care who saw. It's a great opportunity to be able to share. Now, in this room, I know we have, lots of people that may be Republicans. We have lots of people that may be Democrats in here. All right? Nowadays, even it just seems like even more so today, is they're so divided on so many things. But I think we can all agree, no matter what we are, that these people, when they go before they get on to the, whether it be an interview or press conferences, we can all agree they all need some Nerium. Right? So I'll tell you what, there's some people I'm like, they have people who have people, right? And I'm like, are they telling them how bad they look? What are they? Yeah, right. It's like,
You don't get to see it before the day.
Right. Exactly. Look at, some of the days I look at Trump, I'm like, wow, what did somebody not tell him he could have done so much better? The same thing with Hillary. Oh my goodness, there were some times I saw him like, wow, how would someone let you go out looking like that? You know? So no matter whether you're Republican or Democrat, there's some people on both sides of the aisle that really need Nerium. And I was like, why hasn't someone told them about it yet? You know? Because it is just amazing how, you know, you look at some of these people and know that there's just no way that they have somebody to tell them, you need to do this before you get up in front of the camera. You know, one of the things I thought was really cool that Jen mentioned is that you have a lot of these people, they take limos, to and from where they're going. I think it'd be really cool because they have water bottles and limos and liquor, in the limos, for them. They need to have like Nerium, area right there as well. All kinds of like the different, all of our products right there, no matter what is it. What are we doing today? Okay, I'm going here. Ooh, I need to put the serum on and get the patch going, that kind of thing, before they head off to their, next interview or next press conference. That would be. So really, I may just fly out to Washington, D.C. and, see if I can get an opportunity to, hook up with one of these people. They're people's people, they're makeup people, and say, look, here's where you need to be putting these people right away. So they need help. All right, so fermented body contouring cream. When this first came out, man, this stuff flew off the shelves. As you guys know, summer is coming, right? Summer is coming. This is a great opportunity to really tell them, hey, this thing can help you tremendously in all those little problem areas that you have. And now that I have, come down with some of my weight, now more than ever I'm starting to use that even more. So it's a great opportunity. You're going to be telling people, hey, you're going to be wearing your tank tops, you're going to be wearing your shorts, some of us are going to be wearing some bathing suits, some trunks. We want to make sure that we're looking our best. And certainly the contouring cream can do both, confirm and tighten and help you look better. So knowing that, since summer is coming up right around the corner, who, say in the last 45 days, has sold a bottle of contouring cream? That's 45 days. Awesome. That's great because, like I said, it is a great opportunity to really let them know what it can do for them. So now that we know that, who has sold a bottle to a new customer, say in the last 30 days? Awesome. I think that's one of the things that kind of people tend to forget about, is the contouring cream. Because like I said, when it first came out, everybody loved it, flew off the shelves. Now we've got so many other, products, this sometimes kind of like doesn't get its due. And I really think it's a great product to share with those people, especially as it gets in there. Yeah, go ahead, Raylan.
So I have this really funny story that you guys will get a kick out of it. Mike met a gal the other day, and he used the classic line, hey, my wife, sells this product, you should really get together and chat with her. So we get home, and he goes an extra step further, and he puts me and her and him in a Facebook conversation. So he introduced me, he said, hey, Julie, this is my wife, Raylan. I just wanted you guys to talk about the Nerium. You guys can have a nice chat. So that was great because then it opened up the conversation for us. So anyway, she says, can you call me? She tells me she doesn't have a cell phone. She had an AOL email. But she was a younger gal. She was our age, but she just doesn't like all the technology and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm telling her about the firm and all the products, and she's asking me tons of questions. And she says, can I put the firm on my kitty? And I go, on your kitty? And she's like, yeah. Well, she goes, that's what I call, my lady parts. I'm like, oh. Well, I don't know what call that. She's like, well, everybody wants a cute kitty, right? I was like,
that's why if you're a dude, you put the girl on the That always important.
Wow.
Did she order it?
Hey.
She ordered it?
Yeah, there you go.
Did she go before and after? No.
great for sharing that. Cause, wow. Yeah, exactly. You know, I heard of guys, but never. I'm not going to let it out there. I'm not going to do it.
Don't ask John.
Not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Call from a lady one time, remember that? Oh, yeah. We won't go into that, though.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you. Well, you know, I think it's great that she said it. Just every walk of life, right? You just never know who you're going to be bumping into, you know, and how, you know, sometimes there's no filter, you know, right? You know, it's like, ooh, you know. And now you have Larry Ellen has a great story to share, and you know, everyone else now will be able to share that amongst their friends, right? All right. So next up we have our Illuma Boost. All right. Who's using the Illuma Boost? You know, right? You know, obviously we know here it's a natural shield. That's one of the things that's really huge about this product. I'm really excited to use it for, you know, this summer. You know, as you all know, we go outside, you know, that sun, you know, all the damage, the pollution, you know, each and every day we go outside, you know, does damage to our skin. We may not see it immediately. Over time, it does. It does a job on our skin. And so this Illuma Boost is really excellent at helping us with that. You know, I like how they put in there urban pollution. You know, especially those that in the city. You know, I was like, oh man, it's like it'd be great if I knew somebody in like Chicago, New York. You know, those kind of things. Yeah. What?
Factory pollution.
Oh yeah, exactly. You know, factory pollution too. You know, those that work over there at the power plant. You know, you look over at the Ford plant. You know, all those kind of things that their skin comes in contact with each and every day. What a great way to be able to share that and tell them what this product can do. All right. Next up, we have our face wash. All right. So, what can I say? You know about the face wash that hasn't already been said and shown on Facebook Live from a few people in here. As a matter of fact, you know how well it can take off magic markers. You know how well it can take off, you know, clown faces. You know, certain people in here as well. But it's a, you know, I think it's a huge testimony of how well this product does. You know, recently some of the people that you've probably seen out there that did the Kiss, you know, that were, you know, they took off all that makeup with the face wash. You know, so I think that's, you know, really cool to see. Everyone sees that out there. For me, you know, I've, you know, never ever. Well, let me use this. Let me back up. So right now, I use this face wash. You know, never ever have I been able to say that until now. Never used face wash. Yes. Well, you know, Jen is always trying to, you know, ask me and say, hey, look, you know, you really need to use this face wash, Tony, before you put that on. It'll be much better. I'm fine. You know, I get the antibacterial hand soap, you know, put it on my face. And, yeah, you know, that was me. I'm like, I gotta get it clean. I'm thinking, I gotta get it clean. You know, what better thing to use than soap? You know, so yeah, for many eons, you know, Jenna's was like, oh, Tony, you need to do this, and I'm like, I'm a guy, right? I don't need that stuff. You know, that's not good for me. You know, it's not. Is it really going to clean my face? You know, not much like the soap can. Well, of course, now that's a lot different now, right? So I can say that I use the face wash, and I'm glad I do, because it definitely has done some improvements on my skin, for sure. And thank you, honey.
Thank you.
All right, next up, feel better. All right, so we're looking better now. We're feeling better. All right, so first we have EHT. Well, that stuff, I tell you, when this stuff came out too, you know, I think one of the things I remember my best friend over there, Mike, had mentioned, like, you know, we can see all these testimonies what the night cream does, what the day cream does. You know, with all this products, we can see it. You know, but with EHT, it's hard to see that, you know, of what impact it can do, right? So, you know, it was hard to, quote unquote, see any changes. So as all of us in here started using this EHT, started building up our testimonies on how well, it's done for us. Whether it's allowed us to be able to sleep better, at night. Let's see. One of the things that I remember most importantly with me with EHT, I'm going to get a smile from my other half over here. I think it's allowed me in a lot of areas of my life where instead of, getting really upset about something, I think it's allowed me to kind of take a slower to get upset approach. There's still some things that get me heated right away. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't perfect. But this has certainly helped. There's been some times where, some news would come across and I'd be like, think about it, and I don't instantly fly off the handle. I still do, some stuff, but not as much as I have been. But I think most importantly, when I think about EHT here, is kind of like listen to it like this as a analogy of you have a car. You want it to look nice, right? You wash it, you detail it, and you take care of the outside, make it look really nice and pretty. But if you ain't taking care of the engine, right, thing that makes it run, you may have a nice car on the outside, but if you ain't taking care of that engine, it ain't going to be running in a few years, right? So that's the way I look at EHT. You can do all the things you can do on the outside. On the inside, you're taking care of that. EHT will do that for you, for the brain. So it's really, really important to look at it that way. Then we have our youth factor. Youth factor, I'll tell you what, not only we can look at this and see that, what it does. Not only does it take care of our insides, but also our outsides. When I was first introduced to this, I was like, what product that I can drink that takes care of not only my inside, but helps me with my wrinkles, and my glow, that to me said a whole lot right there. And I'm not much of a vegetable person, but to be able to say that once I drink this, I'm getting my 3 to 4 servings, that's really made me feel better, knowing that I'm taking care of myself and what I should be. So definitely has helped me in that regard, feel a little bit more confident in that. And then of course, I think, Jen mentioned it to me the other day, with these two together, take them both, it just does so much better for you on your inside and outside.
Can I interrupt on that?
Yes.
So, I just want to interrupt because when we were down in Dallas, we saw Amber Olson, and she shared with us that she shared a lot of really, that's a tongue twister. She shared a lot of really impressive information about our products, and I'm so sorry. And what she said about the youth factor, the pair of them, was something that I needed to hear, because I was really good about taking half of the equation on some days, and I wouldn't do the other half. So I was pretty good about taking the pill every morning, because that was easy. Just grab it with my EHT and go. And if you guys don't know this like I didn't, what she stated was that the youth factor powder is what feeds the cells so that they can absorb the pill. So she really drove it home for me, the importance that when you take that pill, if you're not taking the powdered drink, then you're kind of hoping that what might be a dehydrated cell can process that pill and make your mitochondria do what you're asking it to do. That's the whole reason why we take that. So if you don't take if you take the pill and you don't take the supplement that feeds the cells, that helps them absorb that pill to create the energy, then you're discounting yourself. And like Tony and I, we had equal amounts, so there was no reason why we didn't both take the pill and the drink every day. It was just occasional laziness or forgetfulness. So just what she shared with us. I see 2 questions. Mike, you were first.
Yes. Is there a form that states what she was saying?
Um,
I mean, I'm not just on the form. I'm dealing with a chiropractor.
It's pretty much on the flyer.
yeah, I think it's on the flyer, and if you look in the FAQs, they might address it there.
I originally thought they said take the pill, and then 2 hours later take the powder.
It says
Yeah.
the powder is what the absorption part of the product is. That's the powder.
So that's exactly backwards from what I was told. I heard.
That's just what Jen said.
Okay, so does Amber have this available? Because it'd be really good. I have a chiropractor who's liking it so far, but he hasn't really tried the pill because
Right.
it takes longer.
I thought the pill set the cell up to absorb
Right.
the pill.
So can you
Right.
get
That's true.
That
Is
is
that
what
clarified in writing?
The pill actually
I-
sets the cell up to absorb the food.
But just like Jen said, a dehydrated cell is not going to absorb anything, whether it's EHT or whether it's youth factor supplement. So if you're dehydrated, so the powder will help hydrate you. That's
Can we get this in writing to clarify it?
I'm not Amber Olson, so I can't make any promises that I can get it in writing for you. But the squeaky wheel gets oiled, and collectively, if you want that, you can submit. You know, everybody at the home office is easy to reach by email. So I am more than happy to reach out to Amber Olson, but when it comes to emailing Amber, we all have equal access. So don't feel like you have to wait on me. And I'm not saying I'm more than happy to ask her, but all of us have access to ask her that.
Well, also, I mean, with us having several wellness products now,
Right?
there's a synergy that's probably best done in a given order.
And you know what I
I've never laid
really
that out.
feel strongly about in regards to where you're going with that is why going to our Las Vegas convention is necessary, because you're going to have the scientists that are on stage who are going to share that information with you. So if you don't have a ticket to Las Vegas, this is a really powerful part of why you would want to go.
Amber, in her Facebook Live,
Yeah.
In Amber's first Facebook Live, not the one that was a couple of days ago, she talks about the effect and the order that was taken in.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and you can, exactly what is being shared is that there's several Facebook Lives out there that you can share that with anyone who's a prospect, where Amber is eye-to-eye verbally explaining all that information. But sometimes we all have to hear it multiple times, right? Because I watch her Facebook Lives, but when I was in a room with her, and the room was smaller than this room, she had my complete attention. And I was like, oh, all those days that I've been missing. And so I knew that when we started, but it's just like, our startnerium.com where we get training. We hear the information, and then we start using the product, and then we fall into our old habits. And I needed Amber to remind me of the importance that I do both every day. And so I just wanted to pass that along. Lauren, I know that you had your hand up and did already get addressed.
It kind of goes along with what he was asking. It's just that some of us are not good verbal learners and like to have it in writing.
Sure.
Just to absorb better and to share easier, I think.
Yeah. Well, and that's where...
true trusting of what people tell us.
Right.
So, it's just another way of evidencing what the companies do.
Well, and that's where the Facebook Lives are really good, because you get it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. That you could go to Amber Olson's live videos and forward that message to anyone who wants to know, because, yes, some of us are more visual and some of us are audio. Some of us want to highlight and put stars and decorate it with stickers. So, anyway, you could send it. What was that?
The unicorn brain.
Oh, yeah, that was in my own. So, anywho, just share the Facebook Lives that Amber has. And the main thing is that, first of all, we're all using it, right, so that we have our best testimony of what the products do for us. So, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, that's good. I'm glad you did. All right. Next up, we have our Prolistic Skin Balancing Lotion. which is awesome. Who's using that? Who's using that here? Yes, awesome. I started, again, it's all about testimonies here. And for me, I've got horrible feet. Oh, my feet are just so ugly. And, I'll be, well, to me. Yeah. No, they're not, they're not, wretched looking, but, I'll be getting into bed at night, and I just hear it just, as I slide into bed. Jen's over there going, so I'm like, all right, so I'm going to start using this, on my feet, and it's gotten a lot better, for sure. And one of the things that's kind of funny, Jen had mentioned, her being the numbers girl that she is, she came up to me and she goes, hey, we really think about it, Tony, think of it this way too. You're using, this lotion a lot more. Let's look at, versus the day cream, because I use the day cream a lot too. So, what would you rather have? Would you like to have a 5-ounce bottle of this, that's $45, or the 1-ounce bottle of the day cream, that's $50? So I go, there's the numbers girl right there. So now I'm like, okay, well, shoot, I'm going to start using it everywhere. Whether it be my feet, my face, arms, and well, again, I'm not going to go there. Like for me here recently, I started getting really, really, dry skin on the back of my calves, and I was like, one day I was just like, oh, itching really bad. And I was like, what is going on with this hair? I'm just having some real bad stuff. And she's like, as the great woman that she is, well, have you put some of that on that back there? I'm like, no, I haven't. So I'm like going, oh. And that's what's so funny. I bring that up. We were at, I forget where were we at. Connor mentioned, we were talking about something. And Raylan says, well, if you use this, one of the night cream products, he goes, Mom, you tell me everything, put Nerium on. I can have a dent on my car, and he said, put some Nerium on it, it'll be okay. And which is true. Realistically, it is true. A lot of the stuff that's going on with your body and your skin and so forth, man, Nerium can help you with it, So, there you go. Does anyone else use it, for their face? And yeah.
I know we're not supposed to recommend any of our skincare products for acne. We're not supposed to recommend our products for acne because that's considered a disease. Right. So I just say my son had really bad breakouts all over his face. He's a teenager. Sometimes he was good about washing, sometimes he wasn't. Diet, stress, all this stuff. And when Prolistic first came out, I saw somebody's post on Facebook, and it was not our information. It was from some other dermatologist kind of thing, and they said it was an imbalance, just like in our gut. It was an imbalance of bacteria on your face, and that's why that would be good. And so I gave him my bottle of Prolistic lotion, and I said, stop using everything else that I told you to use, and only use this on your face. And now his acne is completely gone. But he has all kinds of spots. I'm sorry, yes, his breakouts. Thank you very much.
Yes.
His breakouts are completely gone. And I was looking at him in the car the other day. I'm like, okay, hold still. I'm going to touch your face because I'm really short of what I do. And I was rubbing his cheek, and there are no bumps. You couldn't tell that there was anything there, but he still has the dark spots. So now I'm going to say, okay, now do the Illuma Boost for the next month, and we'll do that experiment. But he's so willing to try anything. I'm like, just try it for a month. And so that's a great thing for adults or kids who have acne.
Yeah.
Breakouts.
Yeah. You want to say?
I befriended a man that is 83. And this winter, his hands were just awful, absolutely awful, scaly, itchy in between. And he had me go get him some Gold Bond, like the intensive Gold Bond treatment. Had been using it for about 3 weeks and had no change. So I, of course, took some pictures. And then he used my Prolistic for 3 days, and it was totally gone. Totally gone.
That's awesome. That is really cool. Really cool. Then, of course, last but certainly not least, my favorite, and Ray Lynn's. is this Prolistic Pre and Probiotic Plus. I tell you what, you guys have seen it. You know, I won't go all into detail, but it's been a... let me give you some before and after pictures here. You know, but, you know, for me, it's just been a life changer, and I know for Raylyn, it's been a life changer as well. You know, when I heard Raylynn's, you know, story of it, you know, I've always teased her. It's like, you know, but to really think about it, to go 7 or 8 days, you know, without doing that number 2, I would totally die. I would totally die. You know, when I'm going, you know, I was going, you know, 2, 3, 4 times a day. You know, you know, seriously, I mean, it was to the point where, depending on what I was going to eat, you know, I had to make sure it's like, okay, and I'm being serious, you know, and I don't think I even went in this much detail with Jen, but, you know, I know. I would, knowing where we would go eat at, I'd always remember, okay, where is the restaurant located? There. So I know that after we eat, if we ain't going to be immediately leaving, I need to know where that is because I'm going to be going to the restaurant, you know, immediately afterwards. And so thanks to this wonderful product, you know, it has really done a number for me. There's no more slip and slide. I feel normal. You know, it's like normal now, you know. I know it's taboo to talk about, but I'm serious. It's just been amazing for me. And there you go. So there's a testimony there. So just wanted to share that. All right. So enough of my Raylyn.
I just wanted to see if I could play in the microphone the testimony that I got in Dallas. I just picked this guy randomly, and he's shared his. I think oh my gosh.
You talking about Randy?
Yeah. Let me see if you guys can hear this. This is his, he has essential tremors, is that what you call them? And so, anyway,
He sent me a video.
I'll just see, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Start taking it on that day. I have essential tremors, the same disorder that Catherine Hepburn had. You can see in many of her latest movies how her head and her hands shook, and her voice as well. I got to a place from age 45 until I was 58 where I couldn't sign my name anymore. I couldn't take notes that were legible. It was really a frustration for me. And 3 months after taking EHT on August 28th, you'll see that the shakes are significantly reduced. They're still there, and I still feel it in my whole body. It's a minor shaking, but it's not nearly as dramatic as it was. You can see I'm able to sign my name again. I'm able to take notes that are legible, which has been awesome. And my new work, working on computers and those kinds of things, was impossible with the shakes. Now, April 10th, 2017, almost 2 years after starting to take EHT, you can see that the shaking has almost completely stopped. I don't feel it inside like I used to. My middle finger was shaking there just a little bit, but you can see that it is dramatically reduced. It has made it manageable. It's made it easy for me to continue to go through life without the shakes I had before.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, so it is. It's like Jen said it earlier, you know, the vision is, you know, to make people better. That guy's definitely a lot better, you know. So enough of my poop stories. I want to go ahead and hand it off back to my lovely wife, Jen. Thank you, guys.